My name is James Williams Jr. This is Kung Fu Havoc number 2, and this is the second part of the Supernatural video. Not the show. Good show. Never gonna be on it, but, I would love to, but that's not gonna happen. So, I was talking about supernatural stuff. And, people have always had lore, like Bloody Mary and stuff like that. And, some people swear to God, people that I have met have swore to God that this shit actually works. I'm not going to be stupid enough to press my luck on that shit because no one told me if you can actually get rid of Bloody Mary once you summon her. I don't know if she can be killed. So I really don't want to take that chance because, you throw the water on the bathroom mirror at like the stroke of midnight, the lights off, and you turn around in a circle and you scream Bloody Mary 3 times and you're supposed to cut on the light and she's supposed to appear in the mirror behind you. That there sounds like a bad fucking make to begin with. I'm in this enclosed area. It's the stroke of midnight. I'm going to fling water, the source of all living things, on a mirror, in the dark, by myself. By myself. Scream out this bitch's name. And cut on fucking light. And she's supposed to appear in the mirror, behind me. You tell me where in the hell does having a ghost that can kill you popping up behind you seem like a good fucking idea? It does not. Am I going to try that shit? Hell to the no. Now here's why. I have really extenuatingly been born on the wrong sign, got bad luck. Not because my Chinese New Year's animal is an ox. Not because my zodiac sign is Virgo the Virgin. But just for the simple fact that I have bad fucking luck. In life, with women, with money, with jobs, you name it, bad luck never seems to go away. It's like Murphy's Law sits right here on my shoulder. It's like, yeah, you got this, James, you got this. And just when you think you got it, he gives you a quick old shove and fuck shit up. Like you did like 6 backflips in a row. And that 7th one is the one. That's the one that you must land. It's the most important one, and you have to land on your tippy toes. Impossible? Probably not. But for me, highly. Mostly because of the hip replacement, but, I'm not young anymore, and busting a backflip at 43 is not really as good of an idea as busting it at 23 when you can recover faster. And I gotta land on my tiptoes? Yeah, that's just asking for somebody to snatch the rug from under my fucking feet. So since my luck is that bad, I would not like to test that Bloody Mary thing in the supernatural realm. However, if someone asks me, would I gladly take the job of Coyote the Trickster? If I actually have the supernatural powers that he has? Fuck yeah, it would be cool. Wouldn't want to be the deer woman though, because I'm really not into men, and I'm not really into like wearing dresses and shit. And I don't want to be like luring men to their deaths and stomping them to death with my hoofs. Now, if I was a female, that would be like the ultimate superhero to be. Lure them in there with the promise of sex with a Navy girl, and then stomp their ass to death. Okay, that would be cool. I'm not a chick, and I'm not gay, so that doesn't work for me. I would be the guy that falls for this broad, who would probably stomp me to death if it wasn't for the fact that, as far as I know, she hasn't really attacked Native American men. So that might be my saving grace. But a lot of Native American men don't really rape their women like talking about it, which is why she was summoned as a spirit of vengeance to attack non-Native men who rape Native women. Alright, so getting off of that one, there are a lot of Native American legends that have not yet been explored in movie-wise, and there have not been any Native American writers that are willing to do this. And so, with my Love 13 graphic novel, which as soon as I figure out what to do with it, I'm gonna hopefully be a success. But it has teen sex in it. It's not like exceptionally graphic or anything, but it's still sex, and that's why the book will be for children. I'll make a video about that another time. But anyway, the whole thing is that it touches on my supernatural knowledge of legends that I were told by my grandmother's mother, and I just put a supernatural tweak to it, So, but they're actually close to right. Anizana is the deer woman, and before I had even went to actually research it, I have half of her name right, which isn't the Ani part. I think it's like the Zana part. I have to Google it again. But the Deer Woman, I know the concept, but as far as like knowing the entire legend, I don't know the entire legend outside of her being the spirit of vengeance, just like the Thunderbird and Coyote the Trickster. They're both basically spirits of vengeance for the stuff that non-Native American people had done to Native American people. And the thing about supernatural stuff, or spirits, or legends, all have some truth to these myths and legends. And the thing that we don't understand is there's a reason why we don't understand it. We're not on their level. Alright? So I'm pretty sure that when evolution makes its next big jump, in mutations where humans actually can shoot beams of light out of their hands and shit, when that happens, we'll be on, again, not on their level, but we'll be on the level that they were while we were on our normal level and they were on their normal level. Because no one really knows if Bigfoot can vanish or like do that predator thing where you can solidify and be clear. We don't know if they're like walking amongst us right now and we just can't see them because we don't know if they're um, magical, mystical beings with this ability. We do know that myth and legends change from tribe to tribe. We know that much. There have been many of tribal stories that have not been foretold or foretold, and what we don't know or we don't understand, we either envy or we destroy it. Now that's also cool. But also, when you think about supernatural stuff, more people are afraid of the dark than they are of what's in the dark. You know, and they don't really understand why they are afraid of the dark. Let's see. Here's the thing: I've never been so much afraid of the dark as afraid of what's in the dark. You know, and then you watch TV, and TV really plays on our fears. Legion did something that I was scared of last week, where the room was black, and like the treasure cat, the eyes popped out. I've had that nightmare before where I was in complete darkness and there were these big ass eyes. I once had a dream that an eyeball killed everybody in my family and it swallowed my mom whole and it chased me all through West Haven or the projects and it chased me all over Charlottesville. I've had dreams where I was like the sole survivor in a city full of monsters and I survived by going into the sewer. And when they finally got to me, I was at a gas line, and I bust the gas line and threw a cigarette lighter, and I crawled out of the sewer, and I was at the edge of town, and I had one option, so I dove into the water, and the whole city blew up. As I hit the water, the city blew up, and I came back up, and there was nothing left of Smithville. So, like I've said, I've had some crazy dreams, and when I was younger, I used to have the ability to go in and pick up where I left off. Now, not so much, but when I was a kid, I could do that. A lot of people contribute that to like Native American blood, and I'm like, okay, well, I don't know what the fuck that has to do with anything, but okay, I'll leave it. I'll let them have that. And I was like, well, Native Americans aren't the only people who have tribal rituals. Africans have tribal rituals. White people have tribal rituals too. It just, I guess, if that like Druids, most of those guys are whites. I could be wrong. I'm not trying to be racist, but they had Druids have tribal rituals too. I guess you could call it dark arts or black magic or whatever, but black people have black magic as well, like Jamaicans and Haitians and shit like that. So everything is slightly relative and slightly not. So it kind of depends on how you want to look at that shit. So I mean, yeah, I'm gonna double check. I'm gonna have to lose some weight in my face. Anyway, sorry. Sometimes you know this shit in video. So when you're dealing with supernatural stuff, all right. I was once told that spirits couldn't cross over running water. I don't know how much of that is true because the way I see it, they're already dead. So if they want you, I don't think running water that has not been blessed by a holy man would actually make a fuck. And plus, it's running waters. You can't just you can't bless running water, can you? I mean, maybe you can. I don't know. But I'm not, like I said, I'm not a mystic. I'm not a person who goes into the mystic arts and all that shit. I'm not gonna say it can't be done, but I am asking, can it be done? Only people who know this stuff should probably answer that question. And if you think you know this stuff, I'm willing to give it a shot. I don't know if you actually know it or not. I can't read your minds. It would be great to actually be able to do that, but not if I can't control it. If I can't control like one mind at a time, like forever, then no, I don't want that ability. I would much rather have a physical ability, like to be able to shoot beams of light out of my hand. That would be awesome. Or radiation waves, like Havoc, but like just be blasting the shit out of people. There's a reason why God has not blessed me with superpowers, because He knows that I would use them. Probably not much for personal gain, but like if I think someone's doing something wrong and I might have like just tuned in and like missed the whole beginning of the fight, I might hit the right guy, but it might be for the wrong reasons. Guy might be attacking a chick, kind of find out the chick might be like a demon or something, and he was trying to kill the demon, and I made a mistake and shot him because I didn't know the difference. You never know; those things can happen. Which is again another reason why God has not blessed me with any supernatural powers that I know of. Unless like seeing creatures and shit would be counted as a supernatural power. It would be a totally useless power because most of the time, spirits supposedly can't hurt you unless you're spiritually weak or mentally weak. I don't really know how that shit works. But The Exorcist was real, but it was a boy instead of a girl, so you kind of gotta, you know, test the P's and Q's on that one. And I'm like this, when I found out that The Exorcist was real, and that I have driven past that house like 9 times in my childhood, I was like, yeah, I kind of really don't want to fuck with that shit. When I found out the Amityville House of Horror was real, I kind of don't want to fuck with anything in Amityville. And that kind of makes you not want to go to New York. And most things tend to happen in places like New York or DC. Every now and again, if you get a scary story like in a place like Virginia or something, you so rarely hear about it. I mean, the only thing I can really tell you for certain that can probably pass us like the father of Supernatural went to my college up here in Virginia, the University of Virginia. Edgar Allan Poe has his own like museum type room where you can go see it. It has a little dead raven in there, but it's not dead. It's like taxidermy. Okay, the motherfucker's dead, but it's in there like this, just sitting there. And there's a rocking chair and there's a bed, and I think there's a trap door there. I'm not gonna swear, but Quoth the Raven Nevermore is the setup. So I'm not gonna say that scary shit doesn't exist. I am gonna say this: we are all entangled in these universes and timelines, and no one can prove that none of this shit has not happened. So I'm gonna close out on this and make a third video. Maybe I'll open up with it too. One time, I have an uncle who used to do weed, and I told you guys this before, so I'm gonna give you the long and short. He said something to me that made perfect fucking sense. First, Stan Lee, I'm sorry, and now here we go. My uncle would like hover around me, and I read comic books and X-Men top of the line comic books, and I could pull out an X-Men book like right now. He said, "What if?" And this would be great, and this would be a great what if story if Stan Lee ever got back in touch with Marvel and took over. And it would be like one personally for Stan Lee. What if Stan Lee actually was the Watcher? What if everything Stan Lee wrote from the beginning of Marvel's launch was true in another dimension, another timeline, another space and time? Now, he was high when he said this. And as a sober person, you don't really pay attention to that shit. But now, as an older, more resolved person in my 40s, I'm thinking, damn, what if he's right? I'm James Green. Just come back with number 2. You see it.